Hello everyone, I'm Chiara from Spezieria Palazzo Vecchio and today I'm gonna talk about stress and sleep disorders. Generally, it often happens to run into feelings of anxiety, which, if adequately motivated, remains a transitory sensation. Conversely, the anxious episodes that arise without a real justification are at the origin of excessive reaction characterizing pathological or negative anxiety. As a result, the body is subjected to stressful conditions. The main symptoms in these cases are nervousness, apprehensions, insomnia, palpitation, weakness, and in some cases, depression. In all these situations, it is absolutely recommendable to contact your doctor or a specialist to agree on a possible use of natural products as a preventative or adjuvant for pharmacological treatments or as a support for minor ailments. The latter case is possible because many useful natural active ingredients are not addictive and are approved by the Ministry of Health. Let's see in detail what they are. The first one is hyperic. It is a plant that contains hypericin that inhibits the reuptake of exciting neurotransmitters responsible for the feeling of good mood, like serotonin, noradrenaline, dopamine, glutamate, GABA. This means that these neurotransmitters remain in the synapses in greater quantities, therefore they are more available to perform their exciting function. A particular factor that plays in favor of hyperic is that it is safer than synthetic antidepressants and unlike the latter, it is not addictive. The second plant I would like to talk about is Griffonia, because the seeds of this plant are a source of 5-hydroxytryptophan, a natural amino acid precursor of serotonin, the neurotransmitter capable of improving good mood and involved in regulating appetite. That's why it is used in cases where nervous hunger occurs. It also has an effect on regulating sleep as it increases melatonin levels. That's why now I will talk about melatonin, whose function is to regulate the sleep-wake cycle, which is usually unbalanced in cases of anxiety and stress. Another plant very useful in these cases is hawthorn. It acts as a heart regulator. It means that it regulates the heart rhythm, decreasing palpitations. It also possesses sedative activity of the nervous system and is therefore useful for anxiety, sleep problems, and nervousness, with the advantage of not causing sleepiness. Another plant useful is linden. It is a sedative of the central nervous system, as the author, and proves useful as a pressure regulator in anxious states. It promotes sleep and has antispasmodic action on the vegetative system. Another very famous plant useful in these cases is the passion flower. It favors sleep and helps in all rest disorders, like night awakenings or difficulty falling asleep. It is also indicated for stress, nervousness, and irritability. It acts on the control of nervous anger also. Well, let's see now what are the natural supplement in which all these active ingredients are included. Hyperic, Griffonia, and melatonin have been introduced thanks to their complementary and synergistic properties in Serenal, a supplement that is absolutely not addictive. However, warnings must be observed. Before using it, it is always better to consult a doctor and avoid it if you are pregnant and breastfeeding. Furthermore, it must not be administered simultaneously with immunosuppressants, oral contraceptives, anti-asthmatic drugs, anticoagulants drugs, anti-cancer agents, antidepressants, and antivirals. Anyway, I always suggest to access here on the left to the complete supplement sheet by this link because you can print the sheet and if necessary, you can show it to your doctor. Let's now talk about the second supplement that contains hawthorn, linden, and passion flower. The supplement is Relaxon, which is good for balancing the central nervous system. Of each plant, there is not only the active principle, but a whole series of substances that are associated with it and without which the active principle would not be able on its own to carry out the therapeutic action of the plant. So each plant has what is called a phytocomplex that does not act in a limited way on a symptom like a drug does, but acts completely by harmoniously rebalancing several parts of the body, not only where the symptom complains. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for being with us. A greeting from Spezieria Palazzo Vecchio.